Hello, as you can see I'm deep in thought. I'm trying to think what to say about Rocky 3. Well, yes, Rocky 3 is a great movie. It was released in 1982 and it made Mr. T really famous, yeah. Because this was about half a year before the first series of the A-Team came out, yeah. And one thing that puzzles me though, Mr. T, playing the character B.A. Baracus, his catchphrase is "I pity the fool," and I've seen many episodes of the A-Team. At no point does B.A. Baracus say "I pity the fool." So why does everyone associate him with that phrase? Did he say it in the cartoon spin-off? Did he only say it in one episode that I've missed? Well, he does say "I pity the fool" in Rocky 3. It's a different character, but yes, he says that phrase. So maybe there was some confusion. It's because when Mr. T played B.A. Baracus afterwards, everyone associated him with the A-Team, yeah. So it's hard to imagine him as anything else, yeah. So maybe there was some confusion. Someone saw Rocky 3 after seeing the A-Team and maybe thought that phrase is from that show as well, yeah. Well, whether he said it or not in the A-Team, he definitely says "I pity the fool" in Rocky 3. Now, the Rocky films are sometimes, yes, mirrored of what was happening in real life. The first Rocky film is about an unknown desperately trying to get his lucky break. In real life, Sylvester Stallone was an unknown writer trying to get his lucky break, yeah. And then, Sylvester Stallone did try, I think he did one or two films before Rocky 2 that were nothing to do with Rocky, and they were unsuccessful. So he thought, okay, go back to what you know the people are going to like, so he did another Rocky film, Rocky 2. Now, in the story Rocky 2, he tries to do other jobs that are nothing to do with boxing and unsuccessful, so he goes back to what he does best, boxing. So yes, mirrored what's happening in real life. In Rocky 3, well, he says, now that I'm really famous, I can't go anywhere without a fan hassling me. And yes, that happened in real life and happened in the film as well. When he's doing a workout in the gym, yes, fans stop him in mid-workout, ask for an autograph. One lady asked for a kiss, you know. So yes, can't go anywhere without being recognised, yeah. And of course, the character Rocky Balboa goes on the Muppet Show. And he did that in real life, Sylvester Stallone, yeah. Now, Rocky 2 takes place immediately after the events at the end of Rocky. And yes, we see the reminder of what happened at the end of Rocky 2 at the beginning of Rocky 3, but it doesn't take place immediately after. No, about 3 years have passed. Yes, okay, a bit different this time, yeah. And we see that Rocky Balboa has become a lot more commercial now. Yes, he does a lot of adverts, does them very well. He's better at speaking. Okay, he still speaks a bit like a dumb simpleton, but how can I put this? A slight improvement, yes. Well, he has to be good at speaking, yes, to make appearances on TV shows and game shows and do a bit of modelling to advertise a new car and a new motorbike and all that stuff, yeah. So yes, he's really commercial. He's basking in all this glory. He's done about, 10 title defences. You can beat any boxer in the world. And spoiler alert here. Then Mickey advises him not to fight Clubber Lang, who's played by Mr. T. He says, because you can't win, you can't beat him. And Rocky says, what do you mean? I've beaten all those other men. He goes, they were hand-picked. You know, they were not setups, they were good fighters, but I deliberately chose them to make sure you didn't get someone that was too tough for you, you know. So then Rocky's at the crossroads here. He's thinking, what shall I do? Shall I only fight people I can beat? Or, if I truly am the best boxer in the world, that means I can beat anyone, yeah. And another spoiler alert here. There are two fights in this one. The first one he loses because he can't beat Clubber Lang because his trading method isn't as good. He's gotten too big for his boots. He's not trading to the best of his ability anymore. He's being too commercial, you know. In fact, he's not even working out properly. He stops a number of times to pose for the cameras. Yeah. He's forgetting his roots. Yeah, he's not giving it all he's got like he used to, yeah. And Rocky 3 is in quite a different style to 1 and 2. Rocky 1 and Rocky 2 are both about 2 hours long. This one's only an hour and a half long. And sometimes they talk a bit fast. It's as if they're rushing. You know, it's not bad acting, but it's like they're rushing, talking too quickly. Now, why is Rocky 3 shorter? Maybe it's because Sylvester Stallone wanted to get a bigger audience, get kids as well as grown-ups to watch the film. Because some kids can't sit through a 2-hour film, so it has to be a bit shorter, so to get a bigger audience, make more money, yeah. And Hulk Hogan was in this film, and yeah, that's because Rocky's doing a charity match, you know. which is like a silly play fight, really. He's not being taken seriously, but it's for charity, and it's for publicity, So it's showing how Rocky's getting too commercial and is not doing the best to his ability. And Hulk Hogan became really famous because of his brief appearance in the film. Yeah, so he's happy with that. Yeah, and any gripes I have with the film? Well, Apollo Creed is a great character. There's just one thing. In Star Wars, when Ben Kenobi dies, so in the sequel, Luke Skywalker needs a new trainer, which he does. He gets Yoda. That's his new mentor. Now, in Rocky 3, halfway through the film, Mickey dies, so Rocky doesn't have a trainer anymore. So his trainer becomes Apollo Creed. But why? Why not have a new character, a totally new character to be his mentor? The story would have worked just as well like that. Well, I don't know. I guess maybe Sylvester Stallone made the new trainer Apollo Creed for two reasons. Firstly, he's playing it safe. I'll put a new character in, but the public might not like him, so just get a character that the public like. Yeah. Or maybe it also make it Apollo Creed to make it connect to the other films. Yeah. And at the end of the film, although they've become friends now, they have like Apollo and Rocky have a fight with no cameras, no newspapers. Who wins? Doesn't tell you. It leaves a hint of mystery at the end. Unless, of course, you see the sequel. It tells you who wins that one there, yeah. And the boxing match against Clubber Lang is very different because Rocky learns how to dodge really, really fast. Yeah. And the match, instead of lasting 15 rounds, only lasts about 3 or 4 rounds, yeah. Oh, another gripe I have. Eye of the Tiger is a great phrase, but I think Apollo says it too many times. Yes, as a result it becomes a little cheesy, yes. So only a catchphrase, just said a few times, don't say it too many times, yeah. And it was a cracking single by Survivor. Eye of the Tiger, yeah. Eye of the Tiger was, yes, it was a phrase before Rocky 3, yes, but Rocky 3 made the phrase a lot more famous, yeah. If you've got your fighting edge, you've got the Eye of the Tiger. In other words, I prefer the style of Rocky 1, Rocky 2, but Rocky 3 is the next best thing. Okay, thank you for watching. I'm Anthony Hobbs, and I'm never bored.